Alright, boys and girls, Zach here, also known as Angry Irishman 86. Last video, I went over how I boomed with the Cumans into a victory, and now I am playing against the Cumans. I am the Lithuanians, jumping into, not quite the Feudal Age here, but this is where things start. So, I'm pulling in my second boar, or in this case, an Elefanto. And really, what I'm trying to push these zebras in, but they're being a pain. So we're going to go and fast forward a little bit here. You can watch me struggle with this. I finally get one in, and did I get a second one? I can't remember. Yeah, maybe. We'll see how it goes. Alright, so anyway, doing that, I see his scout come in and chase that scout around a little bit, and then I push another zebra. So, we gotta slow this down just a little bit. I am thinking, okay, this guy's probably gonna go with, the second town center in Feudal Age as the Cumans. So I decide I'm gonna try and get to Castle Age fast. Okay, if you watched my last video, I was the Cumans. I did the second town center in the Feudal Age, and my opponent tried to attack me. I mean, consistently, he did attack me in the Feudal Age with military. So I decide, you know what? I have a feeling my opponent is going to try and do the same thing I did to my opponent in the last game. So it's like, I'm going to give this a whirl. Oh, look at that. See that moonwalk? I'm going to give this a whirl and do a blind fast castle. Okay, or a naked fast castle. So not really walled up. I don't have any military coming out because I'm expecting him to not have any military himself. And if we go to all visible, well, actually, let's go back to the Fog of War because I'm looking for him. I see that Feudal Age time. That's right about the time that normally, if they're going to make a second town center in the Feudal Age, this is when. But there's a chance that he has a stable, or he's putting up a stable and is going to raid me. So, scouting. Mucho importante. But I come in, I see that is a town center. I know that that's what he's on, so I just full on decide I'm not going to worry about anything really in the Feudal Age, so let's go ahead and speed this up. I did lose my scout, which is not great, because I could have been looking around. But immediately, I get a stable, a blacksmith, and I am on the way to the Castle Age. So, I'm looking good. I am starting to wall the new Arabia maps. I mean, if you look over here, let's go all visible real quick. Pretty unwallable. You know, I mean, look, I would have to wall all the way over to here, to there, and then to there, okay? So, I get up to the Castle Age. I am walling up as best as I can. I see him come in. I did make another scout just so I could do a little bit of scouting in the meantime. But I get to the Castle Age before him. Okay. Now, I am interested in seeing what. Alright, so. At this point, he doesn't even have a stable. He doesn't have an archery range. And he knows that I at least have a stable. And I start making knights. And like that. Putting a siege workshop out front. He does make a stable now. And really, nothing's going on. I'm just making knights and I'm bringing them up here. Now, I make a couple of moves here. Don't have the greatest control of my military coming up. But I end up making some moves that make up for it. So, alright. So, I got a mangonel. I know that this town center is here if we go to Fog of War. Just by the farms, I knew that the town center was there. Okay. And I'll show you this from my point of view. So, I'm just running around. I see the two stables. I know that he's going to be either making knights or he can make camels. But he just got to the castle age. Okay, right here, I did make a mistake of making an archery range here. I should have made a monastery, which is now coming up. But that should have already been up. Made a scorpion just in case he rushes out a bunch of pikemen. But already, there we go, one town center down. Okay, so I decided to run in. I know his other town center's there. I see the camels. I'm like, okay, that's not good. I don't quite have a monk out yet. I was hurting on gold. So I only had 6 on gold. If you go back here, not a great job by me. And so, you know, it's easy to look over here and be like, okay, I could be doing more, but you gotta think that I am jumping back and forth. But playing against the Cumans now, you know, it's tough and it's in your face. It's constantly back and forth. But yeah, now I got a monk coming out. Let's see, I don't have full upgrades. I don't have the... I do have some, so... yeah, use the monk to heal the knights. I could have done a better job getting more knights out. And right here, this is a big moment here, okay? So I'm pausing. Okay, I've got 9 knights. He's got probably, what, 6 or 7 camels and a scout. And I don't know if he accidentally made that step lancer, but that should clear up my military. Let's see if he has upgrades. Not the greatest upgrades, but I have already, I did convert one of his military. I think it was a camel, but it looks like it died already. So yeah, he does clear me up here. You know, he's taking out my siege, so this hurts. He's only got 1 knight left. I do have 1 knight. And I'm not quite sure, like, at this point, if I see this with flags on, that means he's got more coming. I don't really have enough gold. I am sending more to gold. But let's go ahead and speed this up. This kind of... I'm just running in, trying to snipe what I can. I'll get it. Oh, that was a good shot. Bada boom! And let's go ahead and speed this up. So, if I had more monks, this would be even better. I made a ram this time. Just to run in. Okay, but really just sitting back here, creating monks nonstop so I can take care of any of the camels. But again, I'm keeping a lot of pressure on, but my pressure is in the castle age, so I can build siege. My opponent in the last game, he couldn't make siege, so let's go and speed this up. Now I'm going with barracks because I'm thinking the only thing he can really afford at this point is to make a bunch of... Oh, there we go. We got a big fight here. I'm thinking that he can either make cavalry or he can make pikemen. So I'm going to get my own pikemen. And at this point, I see that my score is still above his. I know he's got another town center somewhere. And I know I need to just keep the pressure going. So the pikemen are cheap. They'll help me take care of any of these camels if I happen to accidentally miss them with my monks. Let's go ahead and speed this up. And got a little attack there. And then this town center is pretty much going down. You know, at this point I am keeping an eye on the score. I see that it's still kind of close, so that tells me he's got to have another town center, and bam, there it is. Okay, let's go and speed it up again. Okay. Whoop. So, he did not do a good job controlling his military. He just kept running out and attacking. If he would run out, you know, chase me off and run back, and then maybe make some pikemen of his own, this would have been a different story, but he did not do that. I see this mass exodus, and I know pretty much at this point, looking at the score, this game's over, so we can go ahead and speed up. He does do a good job of expanding his economy. Let's take out the fog war. Like, this took me a while to find. He does get a raid in on me, but, I mean, look at all of that. And at home, I am untouched. didn't do the best job of things. And he does get this raid in on me, but I mean, at this point, it's like, so what? You know, I'm so far ahead. I did kind of panic a little bit and send some knights back, and he tried to make this switch into cav archers. Again, not a great job by me controlling this up here. I did see that something was going on down here, so I bring everything down. I did run into these villagers right here, he was trying to collect gold right there. Not a great decision. And then right here, let's see. I've seen the cav archers. And they're coming in and sniping, so they can take care of my pikemen. But monks can they can sometimes steal a cav archer too, but really scorpions are what you want. And I attack on one front here, and I'm looping around here. This didn't work out as well as I had hoped because of this hill and this wood line. But I mean, what's he gonna do? He's losing another town center. He runs in, and I jump on his cav archers, and even if he wipes up this army from me somehow, like if you look at what I got in the bank, I'm well ahead, and it's over. It's a good time to call it a GG. So, yeah, guys, those again. You just want to keep the pressure on the Cumans. You can't just let them boom. I think the play is to get to Castle Age and get Siege out. Now, if he had a stable and a archery range earlier, this could have been a different story. But he did not. And that was it. That just let me jump on him. So, alright guys, thanks for watching. I hope you liked this video, and we'll see you next time.